it's not really how you'd say it, but which actually does go back to the topic of, funnily enough, yo-yos.
Are you sponsored by Yo-Yos?
No, but no, people have asked me, like companies have asked me if they can sponsor me for like contests and whatnot before, because so I've been yo-yoing for about 10 years now. At the moment, it's been on and off because obviously I'm an undergrad student and aerospace engineering is hard. But I went into competition at times and I was fairly good, and even like world champions would often ask me for tricks and like like what they could like if they could use a trick I've made, or like I would teach them something that I learned because I thought it was cool. So it's like I've had connections and I know how to make like tricks and whatnot. But like I have been offered sponsorships because of like just being good in contests. But like I've turned them down because it's like I've always wanted to aim for something higher, but then I realized that like it really doesn't matter. It's not like I want to do this as like a career. It's not like I'm going to take off somewhere and be like an icon or something.
How many years have you been yo-yoing for?
I've been yo-yoing for 5 years and I competed for 5. And at the moment, I haven't been in competition, obviously also because of COVID. But on top of that, it's just like I've kind of lost the drive to compete. Mm-hmm. Not in like a bad way, but more or less just like that time has passed, and every once in a while I would like to just go back into competition for like maybe like a couple of tournaments, and then just like go back away for like 2 or 3 years. Just do it an on and off thing, like as an on and off thing. Like it's more of a just like side hobby now. That's just kind of how I approach it.
That's pretty cool. What would you say is like the most unique yo-yo that you've ever owned?
I don't really have any that are unique. They're just all pretty common yo-yos.
How many yo-yos do you have?
Too many. I don't have all of them with me.
Dude, I can't even do a regular thing where you like put it down and it like goes back up.
First of all, that's the wrong way of doing it. You gotta like literally have your arm muscled out like this and then like toss out like this. And then you let the yo-yo roll forward this way. And then once it hits, usually for a regular yo-yo that like just goes down and comes back up, you basically could just turn your hand back this way and then just catch it once it comes back.
So you go
like this. And then if you want to like a yo-yo that's like does the sleeper as it like just spins at the bottom, you just hold it down like this, let it sleep for a bit, and then when you want it to come back up, you just tug it back up.
So that's all I have to do.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
It's genuinely simple.
Can I borrow one yo-yo and do that?
They're all way too expensive for you.
Shoot, really?
The last yo-yo I bought was about a year ago. It was an unparalleled flashback, which originally retailed for $150.
Dang, that's expensive.
But the price got reduced, I think, because they manufactured more in bulk. So it got reduced to $99. So then I was just like, yeah, I might as well just get it. And I just bought it because I wanted to like try something new after I was using an SF Cadence, which wasn't that it's not as expensive in comparison. It was like $55, but like I just kind of got tired of the feeling of it.
What's the difference between a cheap yo-yo and an expensive yo-yo?
What is your ideal definition of cheap is the big question. Cheap yo-yo specifically.
I don't know, a yo-yo that I would buy as a normal human being. Like one that
Where would you get one specifically?
Like I don't know, like a toy store, and it's like a cheap yo-yo, and like.
So let's say there's a butterfly. Yeah, there's like a Duncan butterfly at Target. You get that. In comparison, that's like what, $5?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like a $5 like Duncan butterfly. In comparison to like the next level up, it'd be like $10 more.
But what's the difference? Like, why do some yo-yos cost a bunch of money and some yo-yos are really cheap?
The way it's designed, the way the materials are, the materials that are used, the shape of the yo-yo, the honestly, it's more weight distribution as well. Actually, in some ways, the way the yo-yo is shaped can also make it like it feels comfortable in the hand when you're playing with it, and then like the way the yo-yo feels as you play with it can feel completely different because of the way the yo-yo is shaped, or because the way because of the way like the weight is essentially distributed.
What's like a really weird yo-yo? Like, do they have any that have like really strange, unique features that I would never have?
So there's, I think it's like a really old thing, but there was what used to be called Hubstack Design yo-yos, where okay, so the TLDR of how a modern like an advanced yo-yo works is that when you throw the yo-yo down, it spins with a bearing that's like just enough of a gap to where like it allows it to spin for a really long time, but like you can't tug it up, because it basically, the whole point of it is to reduce friction and then just keep a constant linear motion. So when you have a constant linear motion and like no friction, you can't really just tug a yo-yo back up, because that's how you originally would bring it up, with friction. So you'd have to do a specific trick that allows the string to get caught on these silicon silicon pads on the side, and then it like generates enough friction to bring it back up. So what would happen is because the yo-yos have bearings, what would happen is someone would design a yo-yo where it had, so there's like a little like, here's the little like butterfly shape, right? And there's the bearing in the center, and then there's two bearings on the outside of it, and you can spin it in your hand basically because of it. Because those bearings spin at the same time as the what's it called? Like as like the main bearing in the yo-yo. So yeah, like that would be one of the most unique or weirdest design yo-yos out there.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
Yo-Yo master Tomoaki Clark.